Welcome back to No Man's Sky, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Marcus Aurelius, and I think it's about time to bring this short series to an end. But one thing I wanted to do in the last episode was take you through a black hole, because I think that that's one of the cooler aspects of the game, and it's quite interesting. So, during free exploration mode, now that I have all three of the different warp drives, I've found a system that I can warp to that has a black hole. Now, the one negative, of course, about a black hole is that it damages one of your ship components at random. And if it's something stupid that just requires like carbon and plutonium, then that's fine. But if it's like a warp drive that requires, oops, I just lost it. If it's like a warp drive that requires, let's say, nickel or aluminum, it really stinks. All right, let's go find that black hole again. There it is. Let's go. And also, I want to talk a little bit, since this is the last episode, about my overall feelings about the game. I've played it over 100 hours now. I've done pretty much everything I believe it's possible to do. And to be honest, I really enjoyed the game. I understand completely all of the criticisms that people have about the game, and I believe those criticisms are valid. You know, I understand that a lot of people out there were very disappointed because they felt like they were going to get something other than what they eventually received. They felt like the hype for the game did not live up to the actual game itself, or vice versa, is what I mean to say. But personally, I felt that even at the relatively high price point that the game commanded, I feel like all the time that I spent in it and all the enjoyment that I got out of it, in my opinion, was worth the cost. That might not be the same for a lot of people. However, I do think a lot of people really took it overboard and just used this game almost as an excuse to channel their anger. Because some of the people, if you read some of the posts, for example, on Reddit, they're just over the top. I mean, people for like a month have been doing nothing but trashing this game and wishing death and horrible things upon the developers. And I think that goes a bit too far. I mean, granted, this was a big disappointment to a lot of people for various reasons, and I understand that and sympathize with it, but I don't believe it's as bad as the consensus says. Like I said, I enjoyed it quite a bit, and we're about to witness something that's one of the more fun and interesting aspects of the game. So let's go. Kind of reminds me of the movie Contact, if you've seen that one. Was it Jodie Foster? I don't know. But boom. Okay, so we just exited the black hole. We are in a brand new system, and let's see how far we went. It will tell you. 586,616 light years. However, we did significantly damage our coolant sigma, which is something I don't care that much about. Let's take a look. Where is it? Phase coolant sigma. There it is. We need a microdensity fabric and some platinum. That's easy peasy. I can repair that without any trouble whatsoever. Just needs, yeah, and I need platinum in order to do that. So that was our black hole. Wow, this world has a lot going on. Or system, I should say. Let's go to this one first. Let's get everything repaired, and that'll be it. That'll be the end of our foray into No Man's Sky. But I wanted to end the series on an actual ending, and I wanted to show you something cool that I hadn't already shown you before. That's kind of my thing about my series. I don't like to just up and stop doing a series. I have done it in the past. Sometimes you just lose the desire, but for the most part, I like to finish things off with an actual conclusion. Alright, so the best place to get platinum are the little resource deposits that are occasionally dotted around planets. I found that to be pretty much the easiest. You can also get them from plants, but that's a lot more slow going. The resource deposits, though, aren't all over the place. And I'm actually going pretty fast. I could potentially pass one over without even seeing it. But I kind of like the way the game feels when you're flying over this fast. You get to cover a lot of territory at once. Nope, that's just a regular shelter. I've seen some really beautiful worlds, one of which I showed you in the last episode, I believe it was. And I've seen some not so beautiful worlds. Let's take a look and see who lives here. Which of the 3 alien races? There it is. Intense rainfall, and it's a viridescent planet. That's kind of cool. Let's see who we got. If it's the Korvax, it's a waste of my time because I know all of their words. Nope, it's Gek. Sweet. But always learn some more Gek. Alright, let's see what this is all about. The Legacy of Obrazium Stole. Choose death. First spawn, favor, obedient. Okay, laser beam. Bolt to the brain. The cool thing about the monoliths is you also end up learning an Atlas word, which I've already taken the Atlas path to its fruition. I've already created a new star system by going to all of the different Atlas, what are they? Atlas terminals. I'm collecting the Atlas stones. Alright, what we really need, folks, is platinum. Alright, so this is a very cold iridescent planet. Or not iridescent, but viridescent. Look, I've discovered all these systems. I've run out of unique and cool things to name them, so I'm just kind of going with whatever name they come with. You know what's really disappointing, though, is I have yet to find a system that someone else has already discovered and named. And I've been to a bunch. I think, had people continued playing the game a lot, I think we would have seen a lot of named systems, but I think, unfortunately, a lot of people who were initially playing the game a lot aren't playing it as much. And there's another monolith right next to the one we were just at. That's pretty funny. Let's go say hello. Oh, I learned the Gek word for fun. Now I know what to say to the ladies at the bars. Okay. Are there even Gek ladies? It's really hard to tell. They all kind of look alike. Although I'm sure all the humans look alike to them. Burn, first spawn, obedient, toil Gek. Respect, first spawn, light pyre. Woohoo! I learned the Atlas word for something. Die. Oh, good. The Atlas word for die. Alright. Thrusters are at 25, but I have so much plutonium, it's unreal. But what I need to find is platinum. It's funny because I stumble on these things all the time, but when you actually need them, nowhere to be found. There was a drop pod right there, but I haven't had to visit one of those in ages. They're kind of useless once you've maxed out your inventory. I think this might be a new upgraded ship. It might not, though. I'm sticking with it. It's 33 slots, and that's enough for me. Yes, they go up to 48, but the amount of work necessary to either repair or buy ships of that caliber, in my opinion, just isn't worth the investment of time and effort. No, just a regular shelter. Come on, there's got to be some platinum somewheres. That's cool. Whatever that is. Must be another planet. Or I guess it could be the sun. I don't know. Aw, dang it. I thought that was it. I got all excited. What's this coming up here? It's a something. Something, but not what I'm looking for. Looks like this world has either gold or emerald. Sometimes it's hard to tell them apart. Come on. We'll see what this is. Huh, I still can't even tell. Well, it's probably not what we're looking for. There's another shelter. So yeah, I feel like I really enjoyed this game a lot. I feel like I got my money's worth out of it. I am still excited that in the future they will be adding more things to it, either the developers or modders, to make it even more interesting, varied, and fun. I look forward to that. Just like all games, you know. I'm still waiting for more expansions to Stellaris, for example, that I hope will make it a bit more interesting and entertaining. All the games I play, really. I enjoy the notion that over time, with player input and just developer interest, they'll get better. Although a lot of the things people want to see out of this game, I'm not necessarily too excited about, like multiplayer. Again, I haven't even found a star system that has been named by someone else. I highly doubt that I'm going to find an actual other person if one was playing. And you hear stories, you know, like the first day this game was out, 2 people went to the exact same spot on the exact same planet. And that to me seems kind of ridiculous because, as I said, I've been playing this game for 100 hours and I've yet to even find a location that someone else has already been to. So the fact that people were able to arrange that within minutes seems a bit odd to me, but again, multiplayer doesn't matter to me in the slightest. You know me, I'm kind of a role player. I like to tell stories about what I'm doing, so anything that they could add to the game that would make that, like more alien races, more, I don't know, different languages you could learn from different people, more diversity of landscapes and ships and buildings. That would all be lovely. And sometimes you just don't find what you're looking for. Whoa, is that it? No. What is that? It looks like one of those radio wave things. Maybe there'll be a... Maybe there will be a way for me to find some resources. But let's get that. Oh, gold. I like it. I like gold. Excellent. And of course, here come the Sentinels. Just as I'm leaving. Yeah, that's another planet. That looks really cool. That thing over there looks kind of like a baobab tree. Alright. right. Where is the entrance? There it is. What do we got? Yep, a transmission tower of the Korvax. $120 times 6, $720. Ah, distress signal. Hate those. Those are just ships. Ships that I do not want. But let's take a quick look while we're up here. See if we can see any. Nope. Thought we could perhaps find a cache of something or other, but no. Oh, severe weather storm. There's my ship. The Ribasun, I think that's what's called. Ribasun. The Ribetsun, yeah. All right. There they are. Almost missed them. They're very hard to see. And let's go. Yeah, I know. Are there more? Nope. Cool. Easy peasy. Shivata clearing. Wow. We do have a lot of stuff in our inventory. Oh, look at that. It's a little lizard thing. It's a Yipisiu Larifiu. Alright. Let's fix the phase coolant. Oh, we need microdensity fabric, right? Let's make that. Fix. Excellent. Now what can we get rid of here? Let's actually... Can we make more warp? Yes, we can. Warp cell. Warp cell. Warp cell. Alright, good. So then let's refill our hyperdrive. And we should have a lot more space now. Now we have a little bit of space. Let's make some antimatter. Electron vapor, antimatter. Electron vapor, antimatter. Alright, perfect. We're gonna have plenty of warp fuel. Plenty of warp fuel. Alright. I think we can fit one more in here. Yep. Alright. So, we are repaired. Oh, gotta fuel my launch thruster. Oh, wow, we have so much plutonium. Let's get out of here. And here we are. Alright. We're heading toward the galactic core. 171? I mean, we're really not that much closer. The galactic core is just all over the place. Like, you have to go through probably hundreds of black holes. There's people that have done it, too. There's people that have done it, too. There's another black hole. Okay, let's go to... free mode for exploration. And... there we go. Let's go. Well, look at that, ladies and gentlemen. Not just one black hole, but two black holes in the same episode. Alright, here we are. Wow, this is a crazy looking system. Blood red. Black hole discovered. You think? Here we go. Now, of course, this is complete nonsense and fiction. If you were to fly into a real black hole, you would be crushed down to infinitesimally small size and, of course, would die long before you even got there. But still, it's neat. The idea that with the right technology or with some kind of magic that you could use a black hole as a transportation device to a faraway place. Lin Gekankanchi. And we traveled 42,000 light years. What broke? Pulse jet. We need a neutrino module, which we have to purchase or destroy a sentinel, because I cannot make one. Let's see if we can't find a weird sun to visit. That's just a regular sun, right? That's Class F? Have I been to Class Fs before? I must have. There's another Class F. This is where I am. Okay. So these are all yellow suns. Oh, that one looks kind of greenish. There we go. What's that? Class E. The Balthorhorn Boundary. Let's take a look at that. That almost sounds like the name that a player would come up with, but it says undiscovered. Well, that's weird. That's not the name of the system in the map. What the? Did I go to the wrong? Oh, it's in the region. It's hack in the region Balthorhorn Boundary. I see. Well, let's take a look at it. It's a green sun. What does that mean exactly? I don't think it'll tell us until we actually go to a planet. So let's do that. Let's go to Purple World over here. Nope, look at that. Sometimes you're just fortunate and you find a landing pad right where you start. Although I think I lost it. Yeah, I think I lost it. I saw it there. Oh, there it is. Sweet. This looks Korvax, though. I'm not a big fan of the Korvax worlds now because I've learned all their words. So there's nothing new to learn on them. I've noticed that they have changed the parking, which is awesome. They don't have the little white frame anymore. You just, if you try to park near a pad, you'll go there. Alright, so let's see what we got here. Tempered, passive, flora non-existent. So it doesn't really tell us the kind of system that this is. Thought it would. Like, hello, Mr. Korvax person. Let's see if we can't get a neutrino module. Dun, 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 dun. No, we cannot, unfortunately. But that's all the time we've got, ladies and gentlemen. So I hope you enjoyed my short showcase of the game No Man's Sky. I hope I was able to give kind of a full image of what the game is like and about, and I hope you really enjoyed it. Obviously, let me know what you think in the comments. And if you're playing the game, by any chance, let me know what you're up to and what you're doing, and if you've discovered anything cool. So once again, I'm Marcus Aurelius. I'd like to thank you very much for watching. Have a good one.